Above all, cultivate one-pointed steadfastness, ekagrata, in whatever you do. Impartial vision, samadrishti, is auspicious vision, subhadrishti. The lion, though king of the forest, turns back every few steps while walking through the woods because it is afraid of being pursued. Fear in the mind makes the vision falter. Violence within the heart distorts the vision and distracts the sight. People must have impartial vision. All creation must appear as equally auspicious to their eyes. They must look upon all with as much love and faith as they have in themselves. For nothing is evil in creation. No, not even an iota. Evil appears as such only through faulty vision. Creation gets colored by the nature of the glasses we wear. By itself, it is eternally pure and holy. There have always been, there are, and there will always be teachers who reveal to people and who instruct them in attaining the heights they can reach through one pointed steadfastness and the fullest manifestation of their physical, mental, and intellectual powers. But people's minds revel in external objects and in purposeless observation and criticism of the outside world. How then can their minds be trained to be steadfast? Each one should ask themselves this question. Great souls and outstanding sages were also people like me. They were also embodied beings. If they could attain perfection, so can I, if I follow their method. What profit do I get spending my time in discovering the faults and weakness of others? Thus, the first spiritual practice is to search for the faults and weaknesses within yourself and to strive to correct them and become perfect. The unceasing toil of each succeeding day has as its aim and justification this consummation to make one's last days sweet and pleasant. But each day also has its evening. If the day is spent in good deeds, then the evening blesses us with deep sleep, invigorating, refreshing sleep, the sleep about which it is said that it is akin to samadhi. One has only a short span of life on earth, but even in the short life, one can attain divine bliss by wisely and carefully using the time. Two people, in appearance the same, ostensibly of the same mold, grow under the same conditions, but one turns out to be an angel while the other stays on with their animal nature. What's the reason for this differential development? Habits, behavior formed out of these habits, and the character into which that behavior has solidified. People are creatures of character. To a superficial observer, life appears to be a rotation of eating and drinking, toiling and sleeping. But verily, life has a much greater meaning, a much deeper significance. Life is a sacrifice, yajna. Each little act is an offering to the Lord. If the day is spent in deeds performed in this spirit of surrender, what else can sleep be except total immersion in the Godhead? People commit the great fault of identifying themselves with the body. People accumulate a variety of things for the upkeep and comfort of the body. Even when the body becomes weak and decrepit with age, people attempt to bolster it by one means or other. But how long can death be postponed? When Yama's warrant comes, each has to depart. Position, pride, and power all vanish before death. Realizing this, strive day and night with purity of body, mind, and spirit to realize the higher self by the service of all living beings. The body must be preserved as a vehicle for this service. But remember, you are not this body. This body cannot be you. This is the highest and holiest spiritual maxim, Mahavakya. You are the indestructible Atmic principle, Atma Tattva. It is for the sake of the Atmic principle that you have this body. So, In the attempt to realize the Supreme Lord here and now, you must be prepared to offer this body as a sacrifice at any moment. Utilize your authority over this body to foster the welfare of the world. This body is but an instrument, an implement given by God. Let it serve its purpose. Until the realization of the purpose for which the implement is given, it is your duty to watch over it vigilantly and to protect it from any injury and disablement. During winter, woolen clothes are worn to withstand the rigor of the cold gales, but when the cold subsides, they are discarded. So too, when the cold gales of material life don't affect us in the least, the material body is no longer essential. One is conscious of only the incorporeal body.